Energy Transfer Partners are trying to build a new pipeline known as the Bakken Pipeline, and they're going to do so through southeast Iowa. As a result, there are certain property owners and landowners there that they're going to have to deal with. One of those individuals is a guy by the name of Hughie Tweedy, and apparently during negotiations with some of the representatives from this corporation, he has been offered things that he considers unsavory. Okay, so let me give you a few examples. Now, he wanted to raise awareness about this issue, so he actually did have this press conference to let the media know what he's been offered and how livid he is about it. Now, there's a picture of him standing there with his family. He's also standing there with his state senator, and he's trying to raise awareness about this. Here's what he says. He says that he has been offered prostitutes on numerous occasions by representatives from the corporation. They want him to give up some access to his land, and he doesn't want to do it. So they're like, we'll give you some whores. What's wrong with that?
Isn't that amazing? They're like, if you let us drill, we'll let you drill.
Okay. Oh, my God. All right, so let me give you some examples. By the way, nothing against prostitution, but this is not the right way to do it, okay? Of these recordings, he recorded the conversations. You will hear evidence of my senior pipeline representative offering me not once, not twice, but 3 times the sexual services of a woman, the last time being a $1,200 teenage prostitute. He continues to say, if an old junkyard dog like me was offered the sexual services of little girls to get my hackles down, I wonder what was offered to the power brokers of this state to gain their support for silence. Shame, shame, shame.
No, I love this guy.
He's amazing.
Okay, I love him in 8 different ways. One, his name is Hughie Tweedy. What a great name. What a great American name, right? Number 2, you see him in the picture? Like, and he says later on, he's like, look, I might be a hick.
I have that quote. It's
all
so
right,
good.
so and I'll get to it, right? And he calls himself a junkyard dog. He brought his family. He's like, I'm not going to get the prostitute. Look at my family. Okay. Now, to be fair, he keeps referring to a teenage prostitute. Apparently, the guy that was offering it was an 18-year-old,
yes.
So it would have been, you know.
It makes it better.
Yes.
Sort of.
Yes. Now, I was going to say it would make it legal. No, prostitution is still illegal. It's still illegal. It's just less illegal, right, than if it was underage. But I like that he's fighting back against the man, and he's saying, look, that's a great point by him. He's like, if this is how they're trying to bribe me, how do they get all the officials in the state to be on their side?
He's amazing. This man, in my opinion, is an American.
That's exactly what I was going to say. God bless you, Tweedy.
All right. He also says, it's time for all Iowans to choose sides and voice which side of history they're on. It's time for our elected leaders to come out of the shadows and go on record and choose between the rights of Iowa property owners or the profits of private corporations. That was good.
Okay, now understand, he's not a lib. And so there's probably a decent number of things we disagree on. He's a libertarian, okay? But he's like, this is my property, get off my property, and I know what you're up to. And this is what I love about the movement to get reality in this country, right? Whether it's free and fair elections or just a recognition that the lobbyists and the politicians are not here to serve you, they're here to serve one another. Liberals agree with that, conservatives agree with that, and libertarians like Hughie Tweedy believe in that.
And the final quote from him that I absolutely love. From the beginning, I've been treated like a hick and a fool. I very well may be a hick, but I am no fool, and I don't think most Iowans are. Do not be fooled. This is exactly how they do business.
You go get him, Hughie. You go get him. It reminds me of a Hughie from a long time ago, Huey Long. Okay, and he too was an American. Okay, so this is how you fight back, man. One person at a time. He's there standing up for his rights. He says, I'm not going to put up with this crap. I'm going to tell you how it is. Being this honest and straightforward, very TYT, man.
So he hasn't released the recordings yet. He might actually file a lawsuit against them, so he's waiting on this. He might actually get officials involved, so he's waiting on that. But I do love that he's fighting back, and I do love that he's not just going to take whatever a corporation is going to throw at him.